Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to JJ's PC Builds. Today, we got something cooking for you. Until present mod. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're just going to stay focused on that today. Nothing else. And we're going to do a little bit and let you know about what it's about. And if this is your first time here, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, welcome to the family. Welcome to the community of JJ's PC Builds. And also to my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you for watching the videos from beginning to end and helping support the channel. Now, even if you haven't subscribed, which would be nice if you did subscribe, because it's absolutely free, it helps us grow as a community. I know there's many reviewers out there that's got different, it's got their own little clique and everything else, but it would be nice for you to come and join us as well. This way, you can see what ideas I have cooking. So let's just jump right into it. Really quick, I'm going to go ahead and just dive right in and get everything all set and ready. So, let's go ahead and switch to the action screen. Okay, this right here is... they call it a present mod. Intel present mod. Yes, this is an Intel video. Okay, even though that I have an NVIDIA graphics card and an AMD processor, Intel was nice enough to share this utility with not just Intel products, the GPUs, with NVIDIA GPUs and AMD GPUs. So I wanted you to see what pops up in the beginning screen. Okay, now, one thing that I'm going to be making my point is to Intel. Intel, change the name from Present Mon to Precision Hardware Monitoring. That would make more sense if you say Precision Hardware Monitoring. Since you're making all these strides to make this really good, and with all that extra stuff that you added to it, you're making it more of a precision, and you're dealing with GPU hardware, and you're monitoring it. So Precision Hardware Monitoring sounds like a better name than Intel Present Mon. Not a lot of people are going to know what that means. Okay, so if you got your overlay going, then you minimize that. And this is another thing that I seen that Intel hasn't done with their... sorry about that. Okay, this is what I seen that Intel did, and I noticed that on the taskbar, okay, it doesn't park it with the other stuff that's up on your right-hand side. If you got programs open and stuff like that, or standby programs, it usually parks it over where, your antivirus and stuff like that, it's running there in the background. Okay, what I noticed was it wasn't running. It's only way it starts running into the background is when you click on it and, you open it up to start it. But if you go to X out of that how can I say this? let's go back to it. And it's kind of hard for me to say. Oh my God, what do I keep doing? See, I'm all nervous today because this program's got me all nervous. Okay. Now, see, this right here is, I would say, I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart today, everybody. I do apologize for this. And I do know the names of it. It's been a long morning. This right here is, the page to where you do your modifications. But if you X out of it, then I'm going to call it PHM, Precision Hardware Monitoring. So if you hear me say PHM, I'm just going to shorten it up a little bit because that's the way I feel it is. This is from Intel. I'm going to call it the PHM. So, and Intel, don't be mad at me because I really don't like the name that you put on it. It doesn't fit. But PHM does fit, and with that, and you go in to change the settings and everything else, this page, when you hit the X button, okay, it should give you an option to park it running in the background on the side in the taskbar, but it doesn't. It totally closes the program off. And when you go into, let's say, testing and everything else, it doesn't pop up. But if you minimize it, now you have to minimize it in order for it to pop up like it's supposed to. Okay, let's say, I know I got you on my main screen, but I'm going to open up Sanctuary. It's a demo. Okay, I'm going to open up the demo and I'm going to set it for DirectX 11. See, it pops right up here. This is where it pops up at. This right here, if you see that, that usually means that's right there. I'll take that off. Okay, so it shows, and I'm going to show you what it does. I'm sorry about the background. You're just going to have to deal with it. It'll show the name of the GPU, which it's NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070. Okay, it's average FPS and it's got 99% FPS. Now, what you need to do is you need to change that 99%, you need to change that to a low percentage. So make sure this is on GPU focus, click to edit, go over here to presented FPS and it's 99%, go all the way down and hit low. Okay, and then go over to where it says average and hit high. Okay, now you got your lows and now you got your highs. Okay, so that's what you want to do and minimize it. Okay, now so here, that's right below NA FPS, it's got presented FPS high and presented FPS low. So you can see the low and you can see the high. Now, if you want to, if you want to take and capture, you can capture it by clicking enable and then going over here. If you want 60 seconds, it goes by the seconds. So what you got to figure out is basically they don't have a minutes button. Should have a second and minutes. You get your trusty old calculator And let's say you want to do 60 seconds and you times that by, let's say, 5 minutes. So that's 300. So now you add 300 to that right there. So that's 5 minutes. I'm just showing you this step by step so you get the idea. And it sets it as a CSV. So cool beans. It'll automatically stop the capture after 300 seconds. So now I minimize that. I captured it and it went to a CSV. So we'll be able to document it there. The anatropy, I'm turning it to 1. I don't need anti-analyzing. I'm going to take and make this 102.4.768. Shaders, you really don't need the shaders. Okay, this is just a demo test. So we'll hit run. Okay, so now we'll pull that up right next to that so you guys can see it a little bit better. Because I got all them colors and stuff in there and it kind of hinders it. Next time, what they need is, and what they don't have, and this might be something in the settings. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for, wow, do that backwards. Okay. Now, the background overlay, I'm just going to make it black. So we're going to do that. We're just going to make it black. So we'll hit back, minimize it. There. That's a little bit better. Now we can see it a little bit better. Now that I made it a darker color, it should be able to see it better. Now, the reason why I'm running Sanctuary is because I want it to push it as far as it can go on FPS. Now, the accuracy of the FPS of this, I'm not too sure of, but understand, I just updated NVIDIA with the recent update that it just came with. Okay, now for it to be pushing the FPS that high, let's see if there's, now for it to be pushing the FPS that high, let's take a look. And it's set at stock. Every time I start Windows, this always sets at, it always goes back to 0. That's cool because this way, if I want to take and show you all and set this at 700 for the memory and hit enter and put 200 on the GPU core itself, a plus 200, there. Now I hit apply. Now we're pushing it up to 3030. Minimize. Now we're pushing it up to 3030. Okay. But since I got that already fixed over there, we'll move it over there. Now, we'll hit F11. And we'll see what we're monitoring right here. Okay, now it's hitting at 3030. That's 3.3 gigahertz. 3.3 gigahertz. Now, Intel's telling everybody, oh, well, you know, our GPUs go up to about 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. We're going to put a new one out there to get us up to 3 gigahertz. Well, you know what? Send me that damn 7800 XT. Let me see if I can push it up over 3 gigahertz like I do this RTX 4070. Look at there. And it's only at 104, 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Which is, and I'm going to tell you what, and it's only 41C. And that's what it says. Okay, now, I'm only using 1 gigabyte of VRAM that's on the GPU. Just 1 gigabyte. Say the gigabyte memory says 1024. It says 1 gigabyte. But it's, in actuality, at the low percentages, only using 18 megs. It flip-flops in between sessions. So, but it is pushed out, and it does fluctuate. It will fluctuate from the 3030 down and come back up, you know, and it will fluctuate. So do expect it to fluctuate on the frequency. Do expect it to fluctuate on the power, and you know, the memory doesn't really fluctuate. So there you go. I mean, it's only using 50% at the max of this GPU. I'm not pushing it hard. This program right here is not the purpose of pushing it hard. This program is at the purpose of testing the textures. You know, Sanctuary is just to test the textures. I'm not here to test how much VRAM it's really got. You know, it dedicates how much VRAM it needs to, you know, render the textures for these programs. So in actuality, the VRAM does play on this, but the system memory doesn't. It doesn't play on this at all. So basically, you know, only the processing part, that's where it plays upon. But everything else, and I'm going to be honest with you, it pushes every bit of what I expected to do. Okay? But we're here to talk about the program. Present Mon. PHM. I'm going to call it PHM. I keep saying that, but I'm going to call it the PHM. Intel, you got a great program. We're going to go ahead and hit F11. So this way we can, you know, see your new product. And from what I'm seeing, it shows the highs and it shows the lows. Okay, it shows both. So I am absolutely ecstatic about the program. It shows me everything I need. Now to set it up, we'll keep this running. We'll open this back up. As you can see, the process it says it's using is right here. So it captured the process right here. So if you want to go to add more, there are more that you can add to this, and just click add new widget and you can change everything right here. Loadout configuration will change everything that you need. If you want to go from average, you know, it gives you a wide variety of what you can do and not do. So, you know, if you want to add a new widget, it'll add it down here at the bottom, and then you can go right here, and then, you know, you can click on, let's say you want to displayed FPS on an average. Okay, so you do that right there. And let's see where it comes up at. Right down here at the bottom, it says displayed FPS. And it says 60. So that's basically telling me what my monitor is doing. Okay, if I don't want that, I can always change it to something else. I can always take it off if I don't like it. So I can add a new widget, and then I can change the widget. Let's say drop frames. Let's say if I want to see drop frames on the high side. Okay, so we do drop frames on the high side, and we can change it for a readout and let's see. The font size, you can always move up the font size and make it bigger. And boom. Right down here at the bottom, you can see drop frames high, and it's at 1%. So the high side is at 1% on the drop frames. Now let's say I wanted a low side on the drop frames. So I'll go here, I'll add a new widget, and then I'll put another drop frames, and I'll put a low side. I'll add readout, and then come over here to where it says, you know, where it's small. And make it bigger. So now, there we go. Okay, see the high says it's 1%, lows are 0%. So obviously there's no drop frames. Make sure you got your drink and snacks, by the way. So, as you can see how well this program runs, if you don't want the graphs, you can change everything from the graph to text. So you can switch this from graph to text. Let's say you don't want to use the graph and you want to go readout. Each one of these you're going to have to modify. Each one of them you're going to have to modify to make it to where it's the size you want it to be. So what you do is you move this over here and you look at the right here that's over on the side. See how I'm making it smaller and bigger? Okay, so that one turned out well. Okay, so we go from graph to readout, and then let's see. This one's a little bit different. GPU temperature. There we go. I had it set on the wrong one. Okay, so there we go with that. And we go from graph to readout. Some reason the voltage does not want to work. You can always turn that off or turn it on, see if it works. But for some reason, it does not want to work on that. Don't know why. It's probably because I'm messing with this and not that. So, But you get the point. That's basically, I'm just making a point really quick. I don't know why it's not reading the voltage correctly. It could be like a glitch or something. But basically, you can, if you don't want a lot of the, it being spicy like it is, you can, minimize what you want to do. I'm just saying. Play around with it, figure it out, and what you want to do, how big or how small or whatever you want to do. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just showing you what you can or you can't do. Excuse me. Now that I've shown you all this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this. And as I close it, guess what? It disappears. So that's pretty cool. So, final conclusions to this. We got about 3 minutes to make our conclusion, so we're going to make it quick. So, final conclusion is play around with it. It's still new. They're still adding to. They might have updates sooner or later and what's going on. As far as the graphics, it basically it shows you if the GPU is busy or not. To me, if it's busy doing other things other than what you're trying to focus on, that's what the games that you're playing, it's going to show you that. It's got a lot to show you, and from what it's shown me and from what I see, if I'm dealing with one program but there's other things running in the background, it's definitely going to show it. So you can see if something's running in the background, So do understand that. But as far as, benchmarking, I will give it its props for benchmarking. It's nothing like HW Info. It's not detailed like that, like HW Info, but this gives you an outside of the box projection of what's going on. So if that's what you're looking for, something basic and simple, this will be for you. But hands down, Intel, I'm going to give you your props. You made a great program. I tried it in the beginning. I couldn't get it to work, but found out that I installed it incorrectly. So I reinstalled it correctly and it works fine. It gives me what I need to know. If a game pops up, that'll pop up. And if you close it off, basically, if you exit out of the panel, the control panel, that's the word that was the name I was looking for earlier. Control panel. You X out of the control panel, and then when you go to play games or whatever, it won't pop up until you click on the app and enable the control panel. If the control panel is not present on the taskbar, it's not going to enable the graphs. So you have to have it on the taskbar. It doesn't put it into background processes, just to let you know that. So basically, it just runs on the taskbar until you turn it off. And once you X out of the control panel, that's it. It's done. It won't pop anything up until you turn the control panel back on. But I would like to see if, Intel will put, an option of leaving it on the taskbar or turning it off. Leaving that option open to where if somebody wants to keep it running in the background, that it would take and remain on the taskbar until you exit out of the program. Most of your programs do that now, but this one does not. It's not set up to run when Windows starts up or anything like that. So if that's what you're wondering, no, it's not set up like that. I went through that part. But anyway, we are over 30 minutes. And I know I don't want to make it too long because y'all said, 20 minutes should be average. But I'm trying to do just like 30 minutes. So we'll try it 30 minutes. And if y'all are satisfied with 30 minutes, then let me know in the comments below on this video. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And if you've already subscribed, welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds community. And my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you for you supporting the channel, watching the videos from beginning to end, and that helps support the channel. All new subscribers, you want to support the channel, watch the videos from beginning to end. That helps us get to monetization. We're working towards monetization, and then after that, I'll let you know what's going to be coming up after that. But we have to get to monetization. We have to be there, In order for our channel to be recognized by everybody else, let's try to work towards monetization. And yes, I just want to state one thing clear. I do answer, your questions and stuff that you ask. If you leave a comment on a video, I do come back and answer your comments just to let you know. So if I missed it, then just let me know, and then I'll go back and look it over and see where I missed it. But I shouldn't be able to miss it. So I do that to communicate with you all in the community to let you know I am paying attention to what you're posting on the video for a comment. So I am watching. Just to let you know. So don't think I'm not. I am. But if you want to leave me an email, you'll have to be patient with me with the emails. I don't do that all the time. I check my emails either once a day or I check it every other day. Depends on what I got cooking. So bear with me. I will see your email sooner or later. And to find where my email address is, go to the About section on the JJ PC Builds page. And down there where it says Business Email Inquiries, go right there. There's my email. Message me there. And you can get direct message. But I did not forget about Discord. I am still working currently on the Discord. I started it last night. I'm going through it slowly so that way I can get everything all set and ready. And then once it's completed, then I will do a video on just the announcement of Discord for the channel, for the community. And since I got you all here, I'm just going to say thank you for helping support the channel. We're past 1 year. We've worked hard for 1 year. Now we're going for our second year. So let's make our second year the best year. Try to get everybody, tell everybody to come and subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get monetized this year. Now understand about YouTube. They only go by your 365 days. Our clock is ticking. Right now as we speak, our clock is ticking day by day. Now it's the matter of that, and if we don't get monetized, we're going to miss out on all them watch time hours are going to be left because the clock is now ticking. That's the reason why I pushed so hard for the first year trying to get monetized, was because I knew that after 365 days, every day we're losing watch time hours every day until we get to the monetization part, which I think is crap on YouTube's part by doing it like that. And I just wanted to bring that up really quick to y'all. I mean, we are losing time every day. Every day we're losing time to get monetized. Now we're losing watch time hours. You all worked hard watching those videos. You all worked hard watching those videos. Let's not lose that time. Let's try to get people to subscribe. Let's try to get to the monetization part. Once we're monetized, once we get monetized, then we work to the next level. Okay? Then we won't be so stressed out about the watch time hours. You know, right now it's stressful because now we're on the clock. Our time's ticking day by day. So we're losing time day by day, just to let you know. I just wanted to bring that up. You know, YouTube rules. What can you do? So every day we're losing time. It's stressful. It is getting stressful. Because doing all those videos and working hard up to this point, it's kind of disappointing to me, because the simple fact that work hard all year and we're still stuck in the boat where we can't get monetized. Would be nice to have at least 1,000 subscribers. I've seen channels, and I'm just going to lay this out to y'all. So I'm going to lay a couple more minutes out onto y'all. I've seen other channels do way worse than my channel. Way worse. And they got monetized. At least you know that when you come here, you know I'm going to be truthful as I can with you on everything. As transparent as I can be and keep everything real time. This video being created right now is being created in the morning on this day, September the 13th, 2023. Same day. As soon as I get done finishing this video off, I edit it and I upload it to YouTube. Same day. It's not made yesterday or the day before. It's made today. It's not scripted. It's raw. And it's right to the point. If I make mistakes, you see it. I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide. I don't cut and paste the videos. And I've showed you that in a previous video, what I do to make my videos. And I don't cut and paste. It's one whole length video. And I just add my ending to the end. And I put through the video, I add on the subscribe. That's it. In the beginning, I have that set to OBS. My logo, how it pops up in the beginning, that's set to OBS. OBS does that. So I edit very middle to none. So this goes raw to you guys, unfiltered, unedited, as is. So I just wanted to make that point really clear before we sign off here. So that way you know. So until the next time in the next video, this is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. Hopefully we will see you on the next one.